beautiful Aquarians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for November 2021. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam. Now, I have felt recently the energy of the collective has been feeling quite low. So I wanted to find another outlet to inspire, raise vibrations. And these readings on YouTube are quite long. So rather than go down that route again and take up more of your time, I thought I'd do short, sharp videos, 60-second videos on TikTok, okay? To inspire. There's nature on there. There are quotes, card of the day, pick a card, but also there is a Q&A facility there as well that I'm getting to grips with and hopefully using it very, very soon in the future to connect with you all on a deeper level. So if you are on TikTok, follow the link below. Apparently there's another what do you call a TikToker out there called Baba Jolie. So make sure you follow the link in the comments box below. If you're not on TikTok, of course, then just leave it, give it a wide berth. But I'm still going to be on here. Also, it is free, no money, no e-gifts, no donations. It's all about raising the collective's vibrations, okay? So let us move on. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds, and let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Aquarians, so we've stepped into Scorpio season. That's about transformation and anything that we have been avoiding within ourselves, anything that people have been avoiding telling us are coming to the surface. This is a time for confessions, but also being really real, honest with ourselves. Also, Mercury steps into Scorpio. It's going to be a very, very sharp shooting time, okay? So expect brutal honesty. Number one, with yourself. And I feel, Aquarius, you always are honest with yourself. I mean, sometimes we all tell ourselves false truths in order to get by. But I feel you're being really honest with yourself, and this is a very important time for psychic bonds and strengthening those that you have with other people around you, whether it is soul tribe members, ex-lovers or lovers, cords that you may be wanting to cut. I feel like there is a release of denial in this season that allows you to gain clarity, but also see where you can sort of streamline your energy. Put more focus on yourself, not in a selfish way, but in an enriching kind of way. Now, the super moon is in Scorpio, and that is today, or on the 5th, depending on where you are in the world. Carnal desires, passion, come to the surface. Also, as I said, plunging the depths of truth there. Confessions. Full moon eclipse is in Taurus, which means that's about money, that's about finances, that's about career, and it's about sudden abundance because it's a full moon eclipse, which means there's often sudden energy with that. Now, your first card is the Chariot card, so that is a really positive energy. Your 10th house of ambition is from today, okay? That is, and I mean, that card screams ambition. So that is very important for you. Now, this is about making your mark in the world and being rememberable, okay? So if you're trying to make your way in your career or you're trying to step up in some way, definitely you're making waves for success. Also, if you're wondering if you're on the right path, the answer is yes. If you've been struggling, oh, we just got a little knock there. I hope you heard that. It was on the cabinet way over there. I mean, I'm here by myself, so there's no knocks coming from anybody, but spirit there. So they're indicating that you're on the right path. But if you've been struggling recently with your path or your path rather, and you feel a lack of motivation or drive, this is a chance with your 10th house in display, especially with that new moon. It gives you a chance to tweak your plans in order to put things right, or in order to put yourself on the path for success. Do things differently in order to sort of move closer towards your goal or dream. Now, this is about professional or student life, okay? If you're not working, it can be about your sort of personal ambitions or your personal goals. It can be about, you know, finding an outlet for your creativity, or really using your hobbies in order to thrive and maybe even earn money from it. So I feel like this is an energy that you can capitalize on as you move forward. Also, the fourth house of working hard to achieve personal goals, inner world stuff is highlighted for the sort of second half of the month there. It's about home life, family life, and seeing where you fit in, where you belong, looking at your journey so far, and beautiful energy. I mean, loving this overall faded energy for the month is all very positive, okay? So I feel like I really feel it's more of like, if things are not running smoothly, it's about looking at your plans or looking at your life and transforming things, because Scorpio season is about transformation, rising like a phoenix from the ashes. You get a boost of energy, okay? Now we got the Chariot card. This is your protagonist energy. You are moving forward. You're taking action on something. You're not stagnant. Even if there was a delay here, which may have made you feel defeated or a little bit sort of frustrated at that stagnation, I feel like you're on the move, okay? Now this could be a physical move because we got a Fool card here as well. So this could be a physical new start somewhere, with a new city, new country. It could be you opening your world to a new way of life, maybe even a new job or a new hobby. It could be, there's definitely learning here, okay? So I feel like you're exploring your life, seeing how you could do things differently. And, you know, if there's anything that's been challenging, I feel like you're moving through that with a very steadfast energy. There's willpower here with this card. Victory will be yours. If you've got your eye on the prize in terms of ambition, I feel like you rise to the top. I mean, you got rising star energy right there. So if you want to be someone who is in the public eye, or someone who likes to shine or wants to shine, Aquarius, that is your card. That is the card of shining your beautiful light, that personal light within, and people being magnetized and attracted to it, okay? So I feel like you are going after opportunities, but also you're attracting them. There's a lot of abundance here. This time period tends to be about law of attraction as well, magnetizing. It's almost like preparing for the way ahead to close out the year and welcome on in new opportunities. This card, this Chariot card, I feel like it's almost like you suffered some sort of setback or a knockback recently, and you're not letting it defeat you, is what I feel here. I feel like you are learning. It may have been a painful lesson, but I feel like you're learning how to do something differently, okay, in order to streamline it and make it better. Now, the greatest minds of our time, the ones that have managed to shape our world for the positive and sometimes, unfortunately, for the negative, you know, some of, like, especially scientific minds, and they tend to not have like a eureka moment straight away. If you think of people like Tesla, or you think of Einstein and all of those people, you know, they didn't wake up one day and say, you know what, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. They had the idea, they try it out. The first time it did not work. The second time did not work. 1,000 times later, they're still at it because they refuse to give up. And I feel like that's your tenacity. You refuse to give up, and that is winners energy, okay? So again, if there's something here you found difficult, or you've had a bit of a knockback or a setback on something, I feel like you're not giving up on this. You're tweaking a plan, or you're changing something. You're rising to meet the challenge, and you're overcoming it. Also with the Chariot card, I feel like there is a directional pull. So you may feel like you have a couple of choices, and be really looking at those choices and learning about them before you make a decision, before you make a calculated observation and decision to take a path that is opened up to you. It could be something that's a bit plot twisty, where you're like, oh, I didn't expect that, but I feel like you're up for the challenge. That's what I feel. Now, the Hierophant card is in this position, which is a resistance position. There's rebellion here, Aquarius. There's a rebel, okay? Rebel, this is you. So I feel like you're kicking back against something. You're kicking back against the norm, or against a rigid system, something that's trying to put you in a box or hold you down, or try and make you do something that you don't want to do, okay? This card basically, when this card is in this position, sometimes it can be really positive, because, you know, humanity, collectively, we are one, but we are also very individual. And what is good for one person is not necessarily good for another. So society cannot run in a way that's like, what's good for you is good for you. It's not like that. It feels very much like, you know, you are resisting either a power or a hypocrisy or something. You're saying, no, to something here, and you're informed with your decision. I feel like you're learning about something, and I feel like this knowledge allows you to take another direction. I hope that makes sense there. The Hierophant can also be about high-level commitment. And in this energy, you may have felt that you've been a little bit less committed to your goals and dreams recently, and you felt a little bit of a lack of motivation. You may have felt procrastination, or you may have felt like, I can't face that right now. You're absorbing a lot of energy, Aquarius. Now, of course, we're going through a major time period in humanity where, we're going through a major pandemic. There's lots of shifts around the world, and there's a lot of shifts economically and all of those things. So I feel like you're absorbing a lot of that energy. We all are, okay? And I feel like you're really trying to knuckle down and work out what is best for you in your situation. And I just want you to be mindful to sort of pat yourself on the back. You're doing a good job. They're indicating here that sometimes you don't give yourself credit where credit is due. And they really want you to be aware. I'm scrying at the same time as reading your cards. So occasionally images pop up for you. Ooh. I can't even identify what that smell is. They're just giving me beautiful smell. Oh, okay. Okay, I can only describe it as some sort of sherbet or something. It's like, the thing it reminds me of, but it's only a smell that's just passing, and they've also given me an image, so I will give that to you in a moment as well, is, you used to get those little love heart sweets, okay, those candy hearts type thing. It really smells like that, or something sherbety. Now, I'm not seeing that image, I'm just smelling the smell, so I'm just guessing some sort of really sweet kind of sherbety candy. So if that's you eating something like that right now, the candy used to put a lollipop in the sort of sherbet candy and stuff. It smells like that. So if that's you at this moment in time, there's something in this message for you. Or maybe you bought that recently, maybe even for Hallows Eve or Halloween or Samhain, whatever you want to call it. Maybe it's like old school candy. That's what I'm feeling. Anyway, moving on. The second image they're giving me, and they're giving me a song with it. So it is so bizarre. And I'm not really sure how it resonates with your reading, but they're giving me this little, it seems like a little animated film or cartoon or something. And it's like, okay, I'm just going to do it. It's like Earthworm Jim. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. That's what it's... Earthworm Jim. And then there's like this sort of like music that goes, Now, I'm not really sure what Earthworm Jim is or I know he's an earthworm, and I feel like it is a masculine energy, Earthworm Jim. Jim would be, I guess. Doesn't have to be, but I feel from the energy of this Earthworm Jim. I don't know what... I'm sure everyone's out there who knows about this is like screaming at the screen. I don't know, is this person a detective in this animated film or cartoon or something? I'm not really sure. I'm going to have to look it up after the reading. I don't know what that is. But from that, I'm going to take earthworm, okay? So earthworm, if you really think about earthworm, it is like boring to the center of something to get to the center, to get to deep down into something. So maybe that's how you're feeling right now. You're trying to get to the bottom of something. I'm touching the Hierophant card right now, and that's what the image came up for. So this is about knowledge, secret knowledge. So maybe you're digging deeper on something to find something out. Earthworms, if you think about worms, I don't know if an earthworm goes in an apple, probably not. But they sort of go under the surface. They dig deep down. And I also feel like earthworms, even if they, I don't really want to say that, but if they like get cut in half or something, they kind of rebirth themselves, they regroup, they reform in some way. Also, I feel like earthworm can have masculine and feminine energies either side, so they can change, they can be fluid. So I feel like there's a lot of getting to the bottom of things, fluidity. I feel like digging deep on something. So maybe you're digging deep on some knowledge that you feel like is off limits to you. This could also be about you digging a little bit deeper to find that energy within that you may have felt recently you've been disconnected from, so you can venture forth and go after a goal or dream or act on something that you've been really quite passionate about, but recently you felt a little bit like rebellious against, like, I can't face it right now, I don't want to do that, or something that you normally do. I feel you felt recently like, oh, I can't even face it. Okay, I'm going to pull a quick card on that one just before I move forward, just to see what else I'm getting. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. I mean, it may be even that your name is Jim and your nickname is Earthworm Jim or something like that. Or maybe you know someone called Jim and you call that person that. So please take it as it resonates. I'm really not sure how it does. We got Page of Swords. Yeah, you're digging deep. You're investigating something. So they really are. I mean, I get the strangest of images, Aquarius. I tell you, even when I'm out shopping and stuff and I'll pick up something and I get the strangest of image and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm not meant to buy that product, or, you know, so I have to decode it myself. Okay. But the Page of Swords is an investigative energy. It is a curiosity, getting to the bottom of things. It's a new focus. So you may have felt like, you know, this card basically says there's something here that you may have even only just scratched the surface of, and it goes deeper. Okay, so you may be digging deeper to find that information, exploring a new way of thinking. Also, I feel like some news comes to you. There's some information or some sort of knowledge that is not normally widely known by people. It's coming towards you. It could even be a piece of gossip. It could be that sort of simple, but I do feel like it's deeper than that, okay? It sets you apart from other people. I feel like it elevates you. This person is standing on the clouds. It could be something that you're dreaming about, and, you know, you're trying to get a bit more grounded on that energy, but you're still investigating it. So I feel like it's something that's formulating right now. So, either you're taking yourself off in another direction, maybe taking a leap of faith, or coming out of your comfort zone to do something new in November. Challenge yourself, and you're just sort of reaping all of the knowledge before you take that. There's a calculated sort of decision to do something. There's loads of butterflies in that picture, so major transformation here. But you are causing it. You are the one, cause and effect. You're making the ripples in the water. Now, your unified energy is beautiful. Really beautiful. You got the High Priestess there, psychic energy. Those psychic bonds are really deepening. Trust your intuition above everything. Some things are meant to be understood with that intuition only and not with a logical mind. But you do have that logical mind energy here with the Hierophant. You're nobody's fool, Aquarius. This energy here says, you know, you're kicking back against something that you feel is either not right for you, or you're investigating a way that is right for you, or you're investigating something that is right for you. And I feel like you're in control. You're in charge of your own destiny. This card basically says you are the master or the mistress of your own destiny. And you're rebelling against anybody who tries to sort of hold you back in some way, or you feel is blocking your path. As you can see, the keys there are blocking, they're crossing the mouthpiece there. And, you know, above it is a skull, which represents transformation, you know, an ending. A harbinger of transformation. They just said a harbinger of transformation. What a wonderful sentence. I'm going to write that down for myself. Maybe that's what I'll call this reading. The High Priestess, your crown chakra is very active at this time, especially since you got that fourth house of working out what it is you want, and, you know, and your sort of your personal needs. This is about if things that you've been trying to achieve on a personal level have felt like a bit of an uphill battle. This is a time where your needs get met. It's a deep knowing that it's going to work out for you, okay? Also, you may have felt a little bit nervous that your time is running out on something. They're giving me what is meant for you will never pass you by. I know I always say that there, but I do feel like there's a silver lining here. Okay, I feel like there's an opportunity coming your way that allows you to see this was always meant to be the way. Okay, also we got the Fool card. So the Fool is often a very curious energy, a young energy, maybe embracing that playfulness or that lighthearted kind of energy. And it is about taking a new path or a new adventure. It's about beginnings. Now, if you think about, you know, that page energy, pages are new energy, so you may be curious about another way of thinking or another way of doing something. You may be still keeping your eye on your destination of where you want to go, but you may be doing it in a different way if it's not working the way that you've been implementing things right now. I feel like you're learning to see things from a different angle and do things differently. This could also be literally a leap of faith in another direction, you know, either a new career or a new job or a new home, because the Chariot card can be, you know, about movement, actually physically moving, going on a journey, and the Hierophant can be about you really planting roots, somewhere, something that, you know, it's almost like family roots or traditions, you know, bucking a trend and actually going somewhere else to live out the life that you want to live out, okay? The Fool card also is about your human experience and recognizing that you're on this journey called life. And yes, we can have some idea of where we want to go, but do not hold tightly to the sort of direction, as in don't hold too tightly to the vision. Allow the universe to give some room for maneuver, because if you say things like, I really want to live on I want to live on a huge plot of land and the house must have a red roof, and, you know, I've got to have neighbors nearby, and there's got to be a stream and a mountain, and I really want a dog that's called Patch with an eye that's brown, and, you know, one that's blue. If you start giving those details, the universe goes, whoa, that is a tall order. Now that's going to take us a long time to manifest that. But if you say things, I would love to live in the countryside. I really want to breathe fresh air. I want to wake up in the morning every morning and feel grateful for the surroundings that I got. I'd like to have a familiar, whether that's a cat or a dog or some sort of beautiful pet there that is loyal by my side. I want a family, you know, I just want to feel goodness. You know, you give the universe a little bit of room for maneuver, okay? Because it says, okay, we got that, we got it. We can get that to you, your order straight away, quicker than you expected. So it's about having no attachment to the exact outcome, but having some sort of idea of what you would like. Words, oh wow, they just, thank you so much, I'm sure grateful. They just gave me something that really just blew me away, okay? I know that sounds like really dramatic, but anyway, they gave me words. The words you say, even to yourself, even in your mind, the words you say or think are castings. You cast out those words, and that's why it's like a manifestation. And they said that's why they call it spelling, because you're creating a spell. Thoughts become things, words become things. Your words are important. Really be mindful of the words you use, even curse words. You know, even because it's all energy. So it's like casting. Wow. Sorry, I'm just having a little bit of a, you know, Phoebe from Friends, where she's like, wow, that's really blown my mind. I'm having one of those moments. So, yeah. Wow. Anyway, I'm going to move on from that. So remember, the journey is important, and embrace it and really be curious about your surroundings. I feel like you are being curious and investigating a lot in your world to sort of basically rise, okay, and shine. The Star card is, you know, a hopeful card. It is a luminary card. They're giving me, wow, all these words today. So the spirit who's joined us today is very eloquent, let's put it that way, and very wise. I mean, this is your card, Aquarius, to end on, which is wonderful, the Star card. And it is about, you know, embracing hope, serenity, but it's also you receiving clarity. You're in a new phase of life when you get this card, and it reminds you that you're connected to the universe, and the wisdom you seek is actually available, and a lot of it is in you, okay? You need to remember that. You've got everything you need to be successful. Embrace your new ideas, embrace any sort of whisperings or hunches, because they will lead you to where you need to go. Also, the Star card is about miracles happening, having faith. And for those of you who want to be in a position of leadership or within your community, a high status within the community, this is about you stepping into that role of being in the spotlight, or being someone who is recognized for your ambition, your knowledge, your ability to take calculated risks or gambles, come out of your comfort zone. You're not afraid to buck the trends. You're not afraid to step out of the box, okay? And that's what people really admire about you, Aquarius. You're not a sheep, is what they're kind of giving me. I feel like you are a maverick in your energy, and I feel like you're doing something against tradition. That's what I feel here. So it's almost like if you want to go for a career in, I don't know, if you want to go for a career in, let's say, the movies, right? You want to be an actor or an actress or something like that. And you try to approach all these people, and it says on there, do not email this address. Do not do that. Do not connect to this hotshot director. Do not message Scorsese directly. Do not do all of those things. You're the sort of person who's like, do not, do not, do not. You know what? Screw that. Everybody's listening to do not. I'm going to do. and then you just be bold enough to do something, and you stand out from the crowd because you didn't listen to the rules and regulations. Now, of course, there's the law, which is important. I mean, you know, you got to adhere to that because there's repercussions of not following that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking more about, you know, people sit there sometimes at work and they're like, oh, damn, I really would like a promotion, okay? But I'm a little bit nervous. So, you know, I don't really want to say to my boss, hey, is there any way I could progress in this workspace? Is there, you know, and you may not really want to attach that you want more money on that at that time, but you may be seeking that, okay? And people just sort of sit back and they think those things for a while, and they hope and they hope and they hope. And, you know, sometimes it's about taking action and just saying to your boss on the side, you know, I love working for this company, and, you know, I really wish there was some sort of program where we could progress to the next stage. And if there was that, I'd totally go for that. You know, there's ways of asking. I feel like you're going to do something like that where you swim against the tide and do something different that sets you apart from everybody. So please apply it to your situation, whatever that is for you. I feel like it's going to be very, very successful. That's your overall energy, your arcing energy for the month. Oh, now I'm scrying, as I said, at the same time. So, they said this is for later. This is interesting. Okay. Wow, we got a little bit of mystery going on. The spirit has joined us today. The energy that's joined us today is quite exhilarating to experience. Let's put it that way. Now I'm using we got the Daughter of Cups, lovely, which is basically the Knight of Cups here. You've got a lot to offer, my beautiful Aquarians. Don't ever doubt your wonderful self. This is the heart of the matter. Okay, you've got a lot to offer. So if you feel like it's unfulfilling where you are right now, there's definitely scope for you to sort of move on up. We've got the World here. We got the Daughter of Cups. We got the Lovers. I'm using these cards, which are the Margaret Peterson tarot deck there, and I'm only using the uprights apart from the challenge positions. The first deck I was using there is the White Witch Tarot by Maya de Aust. You got the Five of Flames. You've got the Eight of Flames. Wow, you definitely got some news coming in here, some information really successful that allows you to elevate or allows you to move forward on something. You got the Daughter of Flames. So you got basically the Knight of Flames. Ooh, thank you so much, Spirit guys. Your energy is getting quite chaotic now. You'll notice the cards are going a little bit. We got an Eight of Cups. You're definitely moving on from something. Okay, and if the Fool card again, yeah, definitely some sort of new start in another direction. You're moving on from something. You got Eight of Cups. There's still stability here. Oh, okay. So we have, I'm just going to pop these over here. And your final cards are the Hangman, the Two of Flames, the Five of Feathers, and the Seven of Coins. Okay, Hangman there. We'll come to these cards in a moment, and we shall get to your reading. So the heart of the matter is, Aquarius, you have a lot to offer. Okay, this is the Knight of Cups. You're standing there brimming with potential, brimming with opportunity, and this is about seeing where you fit in, what you have to offer. Okay, now this could be that you are waiting for love, for example, and you have your cup full. You've done a lot of inner work there, and you're waiting to meet your reflection, meet your counterpart, someone who is a bit like you, but still different enough to keep you interested in this person, someone who really sort of makes you shine brighter than you shine already, and you do the same to them, okay? This could also be that in terms of career, you have a lot to offer. This means you deep down, you're going places, is what I feel. You're the dreamer. Thoughts become things. It's so important to you. Also, this could be the start of romantic attraction. I cannot ignore the fact that a Daughter of Water is the Knight of Cups, and that there is love on offer, especially when it's crossed by the Lover's card, okay? And we also have like a strong sort of passionate energy, and Scorpio season is all about carnal desire. So if you're looking for love or partnership in some way, you've got so much to offer, Aquarius. The challenge is that, maybe you have not met someone who gives as much as you give in relationships. So if that is the case, I would say you have to readdress the balance, because, your overall outcome here is the Seven of Pentacles. And that means what you put in, you must make sure that you get out. You must see that it is worth it. You don't give love or care or attention to get it back, but if it's a fair reciprocal exchange and the person is right for you, then of course, it will be reciprocated naturally without any force. The same with work situations. It's about, are you working with the right people? Are these people supporting your vision? And you may be looking at separating from situations that you feel like you've got so much to offer, but you're not receiving what you should be receiving back, okay? So it could be about money. You know, you do a really good job at work. Maybe you feel like you're not appreciated, or maybe you feel like you are appreciated, but the pay is not reflected, or the pay is not, you know, the pay is good, but you're not appreciated. So there's some element here of you to try and find some balance. Now, the Daughter of Cups is your heart of the matter. So it's about doing something that you love, being given an opportunity to do, to follow your bliss. And also, you have to remember it's an exchange, okay? Especially when you get the Lover's card, it is about a fair and balanced and unified exchange. So what you give, you should get back, okay? It's an encounter where you benefit as well as you give, okay? It's a generous exchange from the universe. So this could be about you desiring to find love and wanting to meet a soulmate, but you feel right now there's nothing going on. I would say that something is coming to an end for you, or something came to an end for you, that you're still sort of, I don't feel like you're still getting over it. I feel like you have gotten over it, but I do feel there is an energy here of you having a waiting period between you and the next soulmate, okay, or the next love, the next great love, whether it's a twin flame energy that you've been experiencing or not. They really are in sort of indicating that you're about to make your mark on something or on somebody, because they're showing me the footprint right there. Now I look at this card all the time, and they show me, they highlight bits and pieces that they want me to see, and this is the first time I'm really seeing the foot, okay, on here. So now also they're showing me a painting, and it is a I feel like it's a print of a Picasso painting. I mean, I cannot tell you what it's called, but it looks like it would be a woman. The way that they're showing me up close of face, but also they're showing me a body that I could identify, because Picasso is pretty, you know, disjointed, and it's incredible, his work, but it looks like feminine energy, let's put it that way. So either you're looking at that, or you're an artist, or you feel like things are fragmented right now between you and a person. It could be that you feel things are a little bit disjointed. Or maybe you feel right now you have a lot to offer, Aquarius, but you're not really sure what it is that you want, and you're making some choices, because the Chariot card is a directional card. The Lover's card is also a choice card. So you may be feeling that you're a little bit like, well, where to next? Where do I take the next step? Okay. But the Lover's card, if you are looking for love, I mean, there is potential here for you to meet somebody. And I feel like you're going to meet them in a very unusual way. It's not the norm. You meet this person in a very different way. I'll have a look. I mean, I will be doing a singles reading and a twin flame reading, and all of those readings again in the next couple of weeks after this one. But you know, this is about your overall energy for the month. So I don't really want this to be about love, even though we have the Lover's card there. The Lover's card can typically, in a generalized reading for the month, can be about partnerships, okay? That you give a lot to partnerships, whether they are your friends, whether they are your family. You give and you give and you give, and sometimes you feel that maybe you don't receive back, or you feel like sometimes you may regret over giving because you feel like there's a conflict. All of a sudden there's an argument, and you're like, oh, I try so hard to make everything peaceful and make everybody happy and everything. There's the mistake. As soon as I said that, they went, there's the mistake. You have to make yourself first happy, okay? And you cannot please everybody all of the time, okay? So we have to remember that. We can do so much for people, but we cannot please everybody all of the time. And it is not your job to make someone else happy, okay? Never. Not in a relationship, not in a friendship, not in a, sibling rivalry, not in, I don't know why they said sibling rivalry, maybe that's what you're dealing with, maybe, not in any shape or form. You're here to exude happiness, find it from within and exude it out, and actually you absorb other people's energy, okay? So it's an exchange like that. It's actually on another level. Deep down, we've got the World. So something is closing for you. You're entering a new period of completion, basically. I feel like you're walking away from something that maybe was not satisfying. okay? It could be a relationship, or it could be that you're trying to close out a cycle with somebody or a situation. I mean, it could be, I mean, it's like, okay, they just giving me like a song that it's caught me in my tracks. It's hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Okay, so I mean, maybe you're dealing with someone called Jack, or maybe your name is Jack and you're wanting to hit the road. Maybe that's your nickname. But I feel like you're moving. I mean, the world can even be a card where you're emigrating, or you know, you're traveling somewhere to get, not to get away from the past, but to move on. So I feel you're definitely moving into a new cycle here. I feel like you've been through a hurricane. It's I don't often get that energy with the World card. I feel like you've been through a hurricane. I'm gonna see what that is about, okay? I mean, maybe you've literally just been through a hurricane. I haven't really checked the news today, so maybe there's been a hurricane. But I just feel like you've been through a bit of a hurricane. So, but you're closing that cycle out now, and there's a more positive energy coming your way. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please? Temperance. Yeah, you're finding balance. Okay, you're finding balance. Now, the Temperance card is also about turning one thing into another, okay? Pouring all your love, your care, your attention into sort of, it's like putting all your eggs in one basket sometimes. You know, you're pouring everything you have to offer into a situation, and sometimes it can leave you off balance. So Spirit is saying, you know, find the balance. Be patient with yourself. You're getting over something. I feel like you've been through something, and it could be something very, very personal that you've been experiencing on a deep level. It could be, you know, you've been going through major depression, or you've been going through major health issues, and you're trying to find a balance. It could be a personal, real personal level where you're like, you know, maybe you're not reaching out to friends as much, and you've disconnected a little bit, and it's made you feel a little bit conflicted, but you reach out again to friends, and you connect to them, and actually express what you've been going through on a personal level. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you are going to reach out, because I feel like this is your energy. You're turning something into something else, or you're in a process of change, patience, and you're making something positive. I feel like this is a positive thing that's happening here for you. I keep getting this energy of you've got a lot to offer. Now, this could be that you are actually receiving a job, because the Page of Pentacles, at the sort of deep roots of this card, there's a new job on the horizon, or more money. Could be money news coming on in. Even could be a raise that you've patiently waited for. So I feel like you're closing out a cycle of feeling anxious or impatient or disruptive energy, chaotic energy, and I feel like things are coming into balance, and finally you're being offered the things that you truly deserve and have waited for a long time. Whether that is fair love relationships, whether that is jobs or people that appreciate you, whether it is a moment of calm, someone coming towards you to offer you an apology. I feel like you're changing something that has benefit to you, okay? Now, the Five of Flames is what you're leaving in the past. Struggle, okay? This is challenges, obstacles. This is about rivalry as well. It could be competition, but whatever it is, you've battled for this. Now, the Five of Wands tends to be about, it's almost like the battle of life. What makes you, you know, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, that kind of energy. So I feel you've had a real struggle, and you're leaving those struggles behind. You're closing out this cycle. So whether it was with a relationship or a friendship or a situation that you worked in, or a conflict with somebody, I feel like you're separating from that energy. The Lover's card, I mean, even if it's a member of your family, or it's a friend, or there is love there. There was love there, but something has happened where there's discord, there's disharmony. Now I feel like you want to move away from the situation with no regret, and I feel like there is an opportunity here for you to let bygones be bygones, because you're leaving the conflict in the past. So it could be that someone comes towards you and tries to make amends in November. We got Eight of Flames as a potential. This is movement forward and things getting quite quick. okay? Fast energy. So if this is about ambition for you, this is about you getting some really good news that helps you elevate and rise. This is also about speed, action, changes. I mean, each of your cards, the Chariot card, the Eight of Flames, the World card, these are movement forward cards. These are major steps forward in your life. Look at that. There's a beautiful leopard there. So, you know, could also be cheetah energy there because it's the fastest land animal. So I feel there's speed, velocity, momentum gathering here, transformation. Now, this can be about you aligning yourself with success, discovering something you're really good at and it energizing you after a period of feeling unmotivated, but you're eager to experience this, whatever this is, okay? I feel like you can't wait to get going on it. As you can see as well, this figure, which I've not really noticed before, has got like an arrow, bow and arrow there. So this is something, as I said, you're eager to experience. It's in your vision, your line of vision. It's a target. It's this ambition energy. It's something that you've desired. Now, ambition can sound sometimes like a dirty word, but I feel like it's something that you've wanted for a while, that perhaps you've been trying to manifest and you've struggled with in the past, but all of a sudden things are just starting to slot into place, okay? In the near future, we got the Daughter of Flames. Now, the Daughter of Flames is about ambition. It's like a Knight of Wands. This is, you know, knights also can be messengers, just like pages, and I feel like you are experiencing something that is quite exciting, that it's like determination, new adventure, independent spirit, headstrong, whatever it is that you're kicking back against or you're rebelling against. I feel like you're moving forward on it with success. It's almost like the way is illuminated. Trust your vision, hold true to it. You are on the right path and your goals and dreams do have value. You are manifesting something quite exciting here, and it is going to set you on a path that sets your soul on fire. So I feel like it is very positive experience. Now, it could be that you're doing like a small little project, or you're going for a quick trip or something like that, which really invigorates your soul here. Now, if you're coming out of a relationship, my beautiful Aquarians, and you're closing down a cycle, I do feel like you get the opportunity to meet somebody new in the near future, which could lead to a bit of a fling. Let's put it that way with that card. This is a temporary kind of energy. Knights tend to be like very lusty, free-spirited people. You know, that's a Daughter of Flame. So I feel like you're inspired or passionate. You meet someone who has the same sort of vision as you. I mean, the Four of Cups, it can mean that it could become something a little bit more serious in the future, but I feel like it's a bit more of a fling in the month of November. A lot of passion, carnal desire sort of thing going on. Okay, now this is your advice to yourself in this moment. Eight of Cups, walk away from anything that no longer is fulfilling emotionally. You're seeking greater authenticity. You're seeing beyond the, you know, the veil of life that it's like it's superficial. Okay, I feel like you're really going on a journey of discovery with this card. You're seeking something deeper in terms of meaning, and to remain where you are, you feel a little bit like fed up. So something needs to change, something needs to transform. You may not know where you're going because the Eight of Cups, the figure in the Eight of Cups traditionally does not know where they're going, but they're on a journey of discovery. They walk away from everything that they have offered to them, and they just stumble onto the Nine of Cups, which is a wish fulfilled. It is the dream life that they've been hoping for, but they were willing to walk away from something or someone or a situation that was just not vibing with them anymore. So I feel like a withdrawal energy here of you. You may have disconnected a little bit, as I said, from friends, or you may have been wrestling with something that you felt you had to do it by yourself. But this is about you knowing that this is something that is necessary in order to walk a path of greater connection to yourself, but greater authenticity, and seek something that is more fulfilling. The external environment is the Fool card, so definitely a new start or a new adventure on the horizon for you. I mean, this could be This could simply mean, meeting somebody new who takes you on a new adventure, someone who's younger than you, someone who really inspires you, either in your work or your hobbies or your career or your, relationships if you're looking for love. I really feel like this is the start of freedom for you. I feel like you're allowing yourself the opportunity to dream, like childhood dreams. I feel like there's a childlike spirit here, a playfulness, and I feel like you're opening yourself up to the uncertainty and finding it a little bit more exhilarating. We can go with the flow sometimes and things just work out in your favor. And I feel like that's what you're having here with this card. This is a revelation for you. This is almost like, have faith, anything is possible. And this is it almost feels like you're at the beginning of your journey, even though you have a lot of knowledge. They're kind of giving me this energy of, you're not starting from scratch. You're starting from experience, is what they're giving me. This is a very, very wise, thank you so much, I'm truly grateful, very wise energy that I have with me guiding your reading at the moment. Sort of very wise sage energy. So yeah, you're not starting from scratch, you're starting from experience. There is a difference. So I really feel like whatever this new thing is you're doing may make you feel a little bit nervous, but it's about taking a leap of faith, coming out of a comfort zone and knowing that you're hitting all the marks. You can do this, okay? Now, this is your hope and fear energy, 4 of Cups. Again, the 4 of Cups says you're pretty bored or feeling unfulfilled where you're at right now. It seems to be like the humdrum of life. You're on the wheel. You wake up, you take breakfast, you go to work, or if you're not lucky enough to have a job right now, you may be putting your resume out there trying to find a job, and I feel like you're just on a wheel. You come home, maybe watch TV if you're lucky enough to have one of those, and then just keep sort of going on this cycle. So you may feel right now a little bit fed up or bored. That's when the universe comes on in to shake things up for you. So the hope here is you're hoping for divine intervention or fate, destiny in some way to bring you another option, or this can also be looking with new eyes, new direction, okay? I do feel like there's new options opening up for you. I do feel like you have a bit of a choice in November, and I feel like it's a very positive energy because you don't want to remain stuck, and Spirit does not want you to remain stuck either. Now we got the trial. Look at that, push and pull energy, 2 different directions. Now the sun shines no matter what. It exudes its own light, and the moon is a taker. It takes the light. It needs to absorb light in order to shine, okay? So that is about finding the balance between people or situations that are energy vampires, as it were. The push and pull of that sort of energy exchange. Also, we've got the trial. So you've been going through a very testing time, my beautiful Aquarians. Have hope, because the star is your overarching energy. There is clarity. There is a brighter day. Whatever you've been going through, whether it's a trial or tribulation, I feel like you're seeing things with new eyes, and I feel like you are recognizing that you sacrificed a lot for a situation, and now it's about your independence. It is about standing your ground, even in the uncertain moments, and releasing, surrendering to the process. Even in a time of inaction, things are still happening behind the scenes. But I feel like you're ending an old way of doing something or releasing a restriction that allows you to move forward with peace. Okay. We also have 2 of Flames here. That's the 2 of Wands. Interesting. These 2 cards are, because you've got a lot of velocity and speed, and then things start to pan out and become a little bit calmer because we've got, a Hangman energy is a waiting energy. The 2 of Flames is a waiting for results energy. So whatever news you are waiting for, this 8 of Flames comes your way. It changes everything. The potential here is to have the news that allows you to elevate. And that 2 of Flames allows you to see that, whether it's travel, because this can be a travel card as well. You may be waiting for the right opportunity to be able to action some travel plans if you're booking like a short, sharp trip. Okay. Now they're showing me like a gondola. Is it I hope I'm saying that right, a gondola. Those little boats that you would have like in Venice, and someone, I don't know what you call that, maybe an oar or something that's doing the boat, and it's normally a romantic kind of thing, isn't it? And people sit in the boat. I mean, maybe you've booked a trip to Venice, or maybe it's a romantic trip. Maybe this is something with somebody you meet. Maybe you're having a very torrid kind of really fast fling with this person, and it's like whirlwind romance going on there, and you're like, you know what? throw caution to the wind. Let's book a trip to Venice. I'm not really sure, so please take it as it resonates there. They are indicating here the Five of Feathers. Now, the Five of Feathers is an energy of mental anguish or overthinking something, a little bit of mental conflict. So this could mean that something that you felt was in delay was giving you a lot of anxiety or mental conflict, and it may give you time to even overthink things, Aquarius, to the point where you self-sabotage yourself. And we all do it, okay? We all think, oh, I was expecting news on this project on Thursday, but it didn't happen. So it's probably not going to happen because, you know what, why would they pick me? You know, never mind. Yeah, and you start to get negative on yourself. They really want you to shift your negative self-talk with this card. I'm going to pull a card on it just to clarify, but I feel like they really, because it's almost like they're saying the only person you're doing damage to is yourself, my beautiful Aquarians. They really want you to be aware in November, especially, that your words have impact. Your words are important. So if you say something negative about yourself to yourself, it's almost like you confirm or you start to morph into the things that you're saying about yourself. Remember what they said about words being like, you know, spelling. It's like spell work. You utter words and they come into form, okay, in the material world. Two of Cups in the reverse. So now this card, I'm clarifying the Five of Feathers, which is about mental anguish. Now I'm getting two energies from this this card. One can be, you know, if you're disappointed in a situation, Aquarius, have compassion for yourself. Don't take the disappointment or the negativity out on yourself. It is not your fault. They really want you to be aware. It is not your fault, okay? It is some things are meant for us and some things are not. Whatever is meant for you will never pass you by. The same with relationships. If you're going through a separation, because the Two of Cups in the reverse can be in a separation, if you're closing out a relationship, it doesn't have to be a love relationship. It can be a friendship. It can be you're closing out a work partnership, a business partnership. It could be you closing out, you know, a dealings with a client that you think is overbearing and causes you too much anxiety. Whatever it is that you're stepping away from or trying to sort of separate yourself from, don't overthink it. Things happen for a reason, and it may not feel right. Well, it may not feel comfortable in the moment, but everything happens for a reason. And we've got the Seven of Coins. They are saying with the Seven of Coins, have patience, because you've put a lot of hard work and a lot of care and dedication into something. And the Seven of Patience, I nearly called it. Seven of Coins is about your output for what you put in. So it's like, this is a savable situation. Okay, your hard work will pay off. There is success. It is delayed. Yes, you have been waiting, but it will come in divine timing. Things are still growing. This situation is not fully over or realized yet. Things are still in the mix. So I feel, don't overthink things. I feel like with the Seven of Pentacles, there is still, I feel like you're opening up yourself to a new strategy, being at a bit of a crossroads. This card can be sometimes where you're trying to make a decision, and that Chariot card says, yes, you know, don't overthink things. You're at a decision point. You're actually in quite a good position where you have the choice to make a decision on something. So I feel like reflect on your progress so far in whatever situation it is you've been wrestling with. Contemplate whether you should continue on that path and what it is set to give back. Now, you haven't come this far to only come this far, right? So I don't feel like you're going to give up on anything that you've worked damn hard for. I feel like this is manifestation. Whatever it is that you've been manifesting, I feel like it is coming, but it has been a long time coming. So it's almost like you've given up hope, or you felt you've been tested and you felt like it was not going to materialize, but I feel like it does materialize. I feel the materialization of this happens in the last week of November into December, okay? Whatever this is. And now they've left you this card for a reveal. Justice. Boom. That is a huge card, because they're indicating what is right for you will never pass you by. This is another card where you're weighing up your options, okay? This is about cause and effect. Your decision right now will affect your future in a really positive way. This is a win-win situation, okay? I mean, because it was a bit of a wild card that they gave you here, it could have come up upright or reverse. Now, because it was a wild card, I was always going to take it in the way that it came up. Okay, so the Justice card, justice will prevail. This is good karma. Okay, this is good karma. This is all in the past. You've given a lot to your situations. You've been generous with your time, your energy. You've battled away on something, and now it's time to receive, is what they're giving me with this. But I feel like you have to weigh something up first. Is it worth it? Do you still want it? I feel like you get a really honest conversation out in November, especially since Mercury is making its way into Scorpio. I mean, it's going to be a harsh truth, but I feel like the truth that will open up something to you. Really exciting. It's so interesting. They were actually showing me a video that I actually put up on TikTok a day or so ago, which is I put a big old pebble stone into the water and it created a ripple. I feel like it's a ripple effect here for you. Okay, your action causes the ripples, and actually it's a really positive outcome. Okay, is what they're giving me. So I'll leave it there. I hope there was something in that reading for you. I'm just going to get you a final card before I close. Now they're showing me someone having a coffee and a donut. So if that is you having a coffee and a donut as you're listening to this reading, I mean, you're making me feel pretty jealous and hungry. But if that's you, there's something in this whole reading for you, okay? I mean, that could just signify you needing to take out time out for me time. I mean, of course, a donut is a little bit of a naughty but nice thing there to have. So obviously all within moderation. But yeah, if that's you, there's something in this message for you. Now, yeah. Letter. So definitely this communication is your overall sort of transitional moment. It is a moment of clarity. It says here, information, news, disclosure. So I really felt like this information comes your way. Not everybody's going to get this information, whatever this is. It's like discovering. Now, if you think about a donut as well, it's, sorry, they're just still showing me the donut. So I'm like, why is it still there? When I've scrying in the water, the image goes away when I've talked about it, unless I have not hit the note I meant to hit with that image. So if you think about the donut, it's whole. Okay, it's a big round donut, but there's a hole in the center. It's like something is missing. So maybe it's about something is missing and you're about to find out. Maybe it's a missing piece of information. But it says, you may be receiving a message of importance. And you've got number 26 there. When you reduce it, 2 plus 6 is 8. Which is the number of self, but 8 of flames, you've got movement forward. 8 is always about a movement or, you know, a restriction, or it's to do with the self. So this is an important message for you in November. Okay, I'm just going to get you a trinket before we go. Thank you so much for it, guys, great angels. Okay, so we have, it's like the fairy godmother, okay, a wish being fulfilled. You're walking away from that 8 of Cups energy, straight on into the 9, okay? I feel like this is something you've been manifesting for a while. It's showing up in your world. It's really positive energy. They want me to put it on the 7 of Coins because I feel like you worked hard for this, whatever this is. It's like your wish is granted. It comes in the form of a letter. So if you're waiting for important correspondence in November, it feels like it's a very positive outcome, okay? Remember your words, very important. Okay, I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If you would like to win a free personal reading, all you have to do is put these words in the comments box below. And the words are, I am a magnet for abundance, okay? Try and visualize whatever it is you're trying to achieve. See it like you got it, like you're living it now. And then say out to the universe loudly, I am a magnet for abundance. And whatever it is you're manifesting will come to you quicker in energy, okay? But write it in the comments box below and I'll gravitate towards one lucky subscriber on the 21st of November and I'll announce the winner in an upload video, okay? I hope something resonates. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very, very important for me. Now, they're just showing me someone with ink on their hands. So if you've got ink on your hands, there's something in this whole message for you, and they're really highlighting the Chariot card for you, which is success, movement forward, motivation, and victory, conquest, challenge, overcoming a challenge. So ink on your hands. If that's you, there's something in this message, but that card in particular. Okay, I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Aquarians. Love and light.